Okay, so our next subject is going to be a little bit again from something that came through on E3. Just quickly was backwards compatibility was announced by Xbox for Xbox One for 360 games. They announced that I think there's going to be about 15 games available to premium members now, and there'll be 100 games I think available on backwards compatible by the end of the year. They put up on the website games that people can vote on for which ones they want to see added to this new list, because not all games are automatically doing it. It's down to the publishers. I think Red Dead Redemption is number one with I think last time I looked it was 30,000 votes or something. Well, Disney Infinity were on the list, and they were about 100 votes, so they were a little bit short of the of the number needed. And then I tweeted out that link, and a few other people's tweeted it, and within about a day that it was sort of deleted. It now it's literally just reads deleted. I think one of the things that came out from the afterwards was that it uses a peripheral, like in our instance the base. It's one reason why they can't do it. But I know Abe, you got to speak to sort of JV about this, and just to say that your microphone is off. There
JV,
yeah. So what did JV say about this?
Well, it's just something that they continuously talk about during their meetings. I mean, it keeps being thrown on the floor. It's something that they want to do, but at this point, they're the priority is definitely on releasing new content, and that's something that he said even before the interview that we had. I just figured it would be smart to bring it up, especially since Xbox announced the whole backwards compatibility. But he did say, it's still fresh, it's still new. I mean, this is news to them as well, so it's something they have to talk about. And he did say, bring it up again next time we speak. So it's obviously something that's still something that they need to discuss, basically, especially since Xbox is doing this now. So
yeah, but I mean, also it's been brought up quite a few times about bringing 1.0 to next gen, because for me, I'm on next gen now. I sold my PlayStation 3. I haven't got access to those playsets. If you're on the Wii U or the PS3, you're fine. You can still whack the disc in. But there's a lot of people requesting it. Now with this backwards compatibility thing, it's a bit of an upfront. If Disney were to do it, it has to make financial sense. I personally don't get this whole thing of the backwards thing being why it's such a big deal. Once I've got a PlayStation 4, I don't really want to go back and tend to play older games. I got the new Batman Arkham Knight. I don't want to go back and play, Arkham, the original one from 2 years ago.
2 days.
Oh yeah. Well, I got it. They sent it. I got it a few days early.
Oh, lucky you.
I've been enjoying it the last few nights.
Now I'm going to do this.
I got a lovely bottle of water.
But I think it's that thing with this backwards compatibility. PlayStation have pretty much come out and said that it's something that they're not interested in. They're bringing in this new PS Now thing for them to do it. They want to charge people to use it. I think it's one of those things of, I think even from X points, I'm looking at it going, well, if you're only announcing 15 games and everyone's got to opt in or opt out, it's not a truly backwards compatible, because if you have to go find a website and see if it's compatible or not, then it's not fully, you can't, it's not like, for example, with Disney Infinity, you have a figure, you put it on, it works. That is built into the game from here on out. This seems like it's been done through the back door. Travis, you want to throw in any thoughts you've got on this backwards compatibility?
I wish people would stop complaining about it. I'm just, Roger, you're going how that Red Redemption, whatever, it was X amount of votes, and Disney Infinity was at 100.
Yeah.
There is a small percentage of very passionate people, and I guess I applaud their passion for getting 1.0 back into the the next gen, and I understand that Disney Infinity wants to, but personally, looking at it as a gamer and a collector of these toys, I do not want them to put money into bringing them forward if it takes away from the amount of playsets or characters I'm going to get in future incarnations of the game. I can't see them. I wouldn't want them to put that money in there if it's going to mean I'm not going to get my Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, oh yeah, Abe, I'll let you throw in on that one.
I was gonna say
He heard Darkwing
ultimately,
Duck, so.
yeah, Darkwing Duck, and I'm like, what? Okay. No, ultimately, if you're a diehard fan of the game, and I'm not putting you on the spot here, Roger, I'm just calling out everybody else. But if you're a diehard fan of the game, you basically will keep your system and play your game. You know what I mean? I get it. I mean, if you have new gen and you want to be able to have the luxury of being able to play your older games in a new system, I get that. But if you really are a diehard of your game, then keep your system. I mean, I still have my 360 in. I love my 1.0 playsets, but I haven't revisited them. Yeah. And would I love the option on my PS4? Yeah, but that's a luxury. I don't really need to. If I really want to go replay them, I will. So.
I think one of the. I think for me, I think I'm looking. I'm not looking at this personally for me because I'm pretty much the same. Once the new playsets come out, I'm not really going to be going back into the old ones. But it would be nice to have them there if I could plot them there. I think there's a lot of people that look at that game set piece and they want that forward compatibility themselves. They want, they think that game can carry on. When 3.0 comes out, all the previous 9 playsets should be able to play in it because I don't think it's a thing of not understanding the physical requirements that 3.0 is too big to include the previous games. They just don't have enough space. While we are still restricted with a physical disc system, we cannot go down the fully fledged Disney Infinity platform that we talked about, of having new figures come out randomly and new playsets come out randomly while we're still stuck on this physical media. It's just not possible yet. For them to fit in all these playsets onto one disc is just impossible. It's just not they can't do it, and they've been very vocal about that.
Yeah. I also look at as a point of reference with time. I, as being an adult with a full-time job, 2.0, I had a hard enough time finishing or completing 3 playsets and 2 toy box game discs. And Abe can attest that I have yet to even finish all that. Now we're looking at 5 playsets at least. They were hinting at maybe even more.
Yeah.
And then at least 2 toy box expansion games. And then how many characters? Yeah, thank you. Do you have those 2, Abe?
Well, let me go ahead. No, I wish.
No, but time-wise, I mean, I don't have time to even go back to when 3.0 comes out. I'm gonna be hard-pressed enough to go back to 2.0, let alone hooking my 360 back up and going back to 1.0.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Yeah, I must admit, it's like for me, I'm looking at like this winter, and I'm thinking, I've got 3.0, Lego Avengers, Battlefront.
Battlefront, there you go.
That's gonna keep me going. It's gonna keep me going. Oh. That's not including other games that I like the look of, like Hitman and Assassin's Creed and other games.
Don't need that.
Nope.
Battlefront's gonna take over all my life.
Yep, trust me. Don't need anything else. I'm canceling my Batman because, yeah. Anyways, keep going.
Yeah, okay.
We'll talk about it later.
So we.
What was that other figure that you had there, Abe? You showing me another figure?
Oh, this one? Yeah, this was Boba Fett. Well, I'm just kidding. It's still Sabine. I wish it was Boba Fett. No.
Right. Okay, so we are now going to discuss the Inside Out